Take your marks.
We used to see McKeon very quick out of the blocks. She is again. Underwater works great. She's come up first. Next to her is Titmus. On the other side, the other black cap is Maddie Wilson. At the lane 6, Molly O'Callaghan starting very quickly.
It was the reaction time was good from Emma McKeon, but Grant, it was the underwater transition, the first 15 metres. She goes 52.2 for the 100 freestyle. She's going to try and blow them out of the water.
Absolutely, and you can see what she's done tactically here. She's moved away from Ariarne. She's gone to the other side. You can see the blue side of the lane rope gone through very, very quick in the first 50. Again, that underwater, she's able to pull away from the rest of the field, but you can see Meg Harris has got something to say for so far, and just sticking on a hip there in lane 2.
But of course, you've got the 400 champ coming, and she's getting very close to even terms. She's going to go into this turn, Titmus, maybe an arm length behind tops. So Emma McKeon, has she got the juice to hang on against Titmus? Next to her, Meg Harris, very close. They're starting to burn off Maddie Wilson. How much has she got left?
Underworld record pace at the 100-metre mark, 55.27. I don't think it's quick enough out to hold off Ariarne Titmus. The third 50, the money lap of the 200. Here comes Ariarne.
You're spot on. She dropped off a little bit too much in that second lap, and now you can see her really starting to drive the legs home. And that 400-metre freestyle background is really starting to come to its own very quick, 124.64. This could be a new Commonwealth record. In fact, I have no doubt about it. Look at this battle coming home.
She's already scared the daylights out of one of Ledecky's world records. She's giving this one a shot as well. Forget the Commonwealth record. Stick to that line, Terminator. Here she comes, Arnie. Is Ledecky going to get her? McKeon's there for second. Ledecky will just get her, will she? Maybe by a whisker. Just outside. At Pellegrini's world record, of course, Ledecky holds the best time for this year, but Pellegrini's world record stood for an age.
What a time, 1:53.09. That is unbelievable.
That is flying. That's a 1.2-second personal best time. In fact, I think that is the greatest 200-metre freestyle we have ever seen from a woman, because remember, Pellegrini did that in a super suit back in 2009. That is unbelievable.
Wow, that second half, Emma McKeon dragged her out in that first 100 metres. Tactically, that worked right in Ariarne Titmus's hands. Great start. Emma went out in a 55.27. Ariarne wasn't too far behind her. She was just behaving like a sprinter in that. And you can really see, Grant, that the 400 and 800 freestyle work helped her in the second 100.
Most certainly. You can see here coming into the final turn where she was just able to get the edge on Emma. Emma tried to work the underwater, came up quite close on her shoulder, but you can see the stroke rate lifts here on Ariarne, and she really starts to dig in, drive the legs. She looks like a sprinter at the back end of this swim, not a distance athlete anymore. And you can see how much she just pulled away from Emma. Left her in a wash for a 1:53.09, right on the wall. There's good news and bad news.
Yeah, well, Ledecky was fastest this year with 1:54.40. Pellegrini, as you say, that's a suit-assisted world record from 2009, the 1:52.98. She's still going round, by the way. She's still swimming and still looking at going to Tokyo. And there's the man. Keep going. Well, she really gave that world record a hell of a nudge. It is a magnificent swim. The second fastest in history. But those neoprene suits from 2009, though, rightly outlawed. And this is some swimmer on 3 days taper. She'll never get another one, never get a taper.
Well, that's the bad news. You're only ever going to get 3 days worth of taper again, and that's a horror story for a swimmer. But if you're swimming that quick, you probably don't mind.
Well, we lost track of the results here, John, because we're thinking about the 4x200 freestyle relay as well, and top two qualify through. But look at the top. They've got equal fifth, so we have 6 athletes there that have gone 1:56 or better.
Yeah, and Leah Neal, I mentioned her. She pulled out of that 400 to save herself to try and get into this team, and she's finished 4th. Let's go down to Gian.
Oh, my goodness. You two are absolutely incredible, but I'm starting with you, Ariarne. How did you have that swim in you after last night? Do you realise you're 11/100ths of a second off the world record?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Federica Pellegrini did that at the World Championships in 2009 when they had the super suits, and it's a record that is very old, and I think, you know, no one's really been close to breaking it in a long time, and I knew that tonight if I swam the way that I wanted to race, I had a 153 in me. I was pretty nervous, but last night's swim definitely gave me the confidence.
Last night was extraordinary. Tonight was extraordinary. This lady next to you pushed you the whole way, though, didn't you? You had a red-hot field.
100%, and I love the 200 because I feel like I can get more out of it because it's more of a race for me, and I knew that Em would be right there, and I just had to trust my back end, but I'm more excited about that relay, honestly, and to have the two young girls that I train with to be on the team as well is hopefully, really, really exciting.
It's a big night for Dean and St Peter's Western, isn't it?
Yeah, massive, but it's really great, to have those two girls pushing me in training. They've come up so much in the past year, definitely. The Olympics being pushed back has done wonders for them, so I'm really excited for them.
Well, that's 2 spots on the Olympic Tokyo train for you. Well done, Ariarne. Over to you, Em. That was an extraordinary race tonight. You took it out incredibly hard, and you knew you had to do that with the 400 backhand speed of Ariarne, didn't you?
Yeah, well, my front end's always like a strength of mine in the 200, and I think to swim a good 200 you have to put your body on the line, so I feel like I did that, and I think when I swim a 200 I always know as soon as I touch the wall where I can improve for next time, but I definitely gave it everything I had tonight.
You had a great 100 fly on the first night, very, very fast, so we knew you were in form. Was the day off yesterday a help or a hindrance?
Well, I am used to having a big program. And I guess it was nice to have the day off yesterday, but coming into Olympics, I know that I'll be racing every day. So I still came in and had a swim and did some gym, so got to keep my body moving.
And like Arnie said, not only an individual spot, but that 4x2 is a dead set gold medal chance come Tokyo. You want to be a part of that?
Definitely. I think that's why this morning we had everyone swimming 156s. It was very challenging to make it into the final. And I think 4 years ago it was like 2 minutes to make it into the final, or maybe even slower. So it's definitely good things for the relay.
That was an absolutely exceptional final. Congratulations to you both. Another event going to Tokyo for both of you. Well done.
Thank you. Thanks.